Nobody's tripping because it ain't their son.
Maybe, but then again, maybe it ain't such a big deal.
You believe that, homie? You've been living in this town too long.
You may be right about that one.
Is that for him?
Mm-hmm. He asked me to come by, pick up some of his stuff, you know.
How's he doing?
Shh, come on, man. He's a great kid. I'm thinking of adopting him. So what's up, man?
I don't know. You ever think about all the shit we used to do? All the people we ripped off? The ones we over?
If you're asking me if I think God's punishing you or something you already did your time for, then my answer is no, I don't.
In La Mission, produced by Peter Bratt, a story of a cultural normative that can be explored by the Peruvian director and his brother starring as the father of Jesse. The plot gives an insight on the experience of Jesse, a Mexican-American young adult who is gay. Che, his father, is shown in the last clip expressing his reactions to his brother being accepting of his son's sexuality. And throughout the film, there can be very real and relatable but traumatic scenes for someone brought up in the cultural normative where being gay is looked down upon and not accepted. The film was set in San Francisco, the city colloquially known to be more tolerant towards different gender identities and sexual orientations. It's important to know that that also doesn't mean that these queer experiences for folks who are publicly and widely accepted in all of the areas of the Bay Area, or also in the communities that they may have been brought up in. We see a scene in the movie where Jesse is able to be supported by the community he made through having an experience living in San Francisco. The violence Jesse would endure at the hands of his own father is heartbreaking to many who have felt and seen the isolation and shame you feel from being outcast by the people who bring you up. For me, this is a deep ancestral pain that Latinos and Mexicans, but more broadly Latinos, are taught that stems from a religious colonial motive to further genocide our queer community. Through an even broader lens to me, I understand the characteristic of the toxic archetype being brewed up in the history of the start of Mexico, or better known as New Spain, that gets carried from each person to the next to defend something harmful to others as a means to assimilate to what's safe. I think the movie